All right, folks, this is Jason with the Primal Outdoors channel, and today I am in Seaside, Oregon at the local Lionex dealership. Getting the van painted is something that I've wanted to do ever since I got the van. It's it's a 94. It's obviously just has a lot of wear on it, and there's spots where the paint has become exposed. It's got a funky mural thing on it that somebody did that I don't particularly like. And, I've done a lot of work getting the van to this point, and I really want to protect that investment. So I've been looking at Lionex because I believe it's a more durable and stronger material and will stand up to my lifestyle. And I've got CC from the dealership to kind of explain a little bit about Lionex and why it's a good option for the type of stuff that I do with my van.
All right, so the first thing to know about Lionex is it's not really paint. Lionex is a protective coating. Think of it as a permanent bonding membrane that's going to replace paint. It remains elastic. It bonds to itself extremely well. It's stronger than paint and powder coat for pull-off adhesion. It doesn't flake and chip like you might see a traditional paint or powder coat do. And it's extremely durable, withstands scratching and some of those really, rough environments that you're going to be putting your van through. You wouldn't want to go out and paint your vehicle and then take it down a brush trail, we discussed. But with Lionex, you absolutely can. You can go out, you can beat it up, and you're not going to see a lot of that damage that you would normally see to something like a paint.
Excellent. And that's exactly what I want. Like I said, one of the things that, having a four-wheel drive van that is lifted like this, especially going down a lot of the trails that I go down, a lot of the brush has been beat back based on the height of trucks and Jeeps. So when you go down with the van, it definitely is well exposed to those branches. There's a lot of stuff that rubs on it. So like I said, I don't want to just go to a regular paint shop and have it painted because it'd only be within a few months that it would be right back to where we're at. So I'm really excited about it. We're going to bring you guys along for the full paint job so you guys can see how everything kind of goes along and also see some of the techniques and stuff that they use in order to actually paint a van like this. So we're actually going to pull all the doors off the van and they're going to spray them separately. Actually, before I brought it in, you guys probably have noticed in the last couple of videos that the doors are different. I did make some changes knowing that this was coming. I wanted the factory windows. The van didn't have factory windows in it, front and back. And I also, on the front doors, I wanted the F250 style mirrors. So that's why I ended up swapping out all the different doors prior to paint.
All right, so when we're taking this door apart, we started talking about how doors work. A lot of people don't realize that when water hits the outside of your glass, it actually does, some of it makes its way down inside the doors. And all doors at the very bottom here have drain holes. This plastic, one of the purposes of it is to keep that moisture from getting into the vehicle.
All right, folks, so we finally got everything torn off the van. This has been a huge project just in itself. We've been three of us working on getting everything torn down, and it's taken us, most of the day once we kind of did a lot of figuring and then actually started wrenching to get the stuff off. So now the next step is just continued prep. They've already been working on prepping some of the doors that we already took off, and we got to start prepping the rest of the van.
Now we are masking the interior of the doors so that we can spray the Lionex. We're using a fiber line in any area that we don't want to spray the Lionex so that after we spray, we can pull the line and it's nice and crisp.
So CC, I see that there is a lot of man hours involved in prepping a full van for paint. Is it always necessary that somebody does the entire body?
No, not every vehicle is going to be a candidate for a full body spray. We get calls about it all the time, and for a lot of folks, the best thing is the areas that I call the most bang for your buck. So for most pickup trucks, that's doing the rocker panels, maybe the front and rear bumpers, the hood, those areas that are going to be getting all the abrasion, but without necessarily needing the whole thing.
So speaking of pickup trucks, Line-X did kind of build its name with doing bed liners, but you guys have far more services than just spraying bed liners. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so every Line-X has an automotive side of things that they do. They do the bed liners, but a lot of them will go into different specialties, and that could be industrial coatings, marine coatings. Down in California, they do a lot for amusement parks. There's really just thousands of applications for the Line-X products. Line-X is also branched into accessories. So if you come to a Line-X, you can get coatings, but you can also get steps, you can get roof racks, you can get bumpers, you can get tonneau covers, all kinds of stuff from your local Line-X dealer.
Great. Now, is there any surfaces that Line-X can't be sprayed on?
They've done some crazy things. Line-X can be sprayed on almost everything. I certainly wouldn't spray Line-X on glass. There's also surfaces like plastics where additional work is required to get the Line-X to stick well, but that's the case for paint as well. The main thing is that anything that's going to be coated with Line-X, you need to have the correct prep done in order for it to adhere and to be that really rough, durable, rugged coating that Line-X is known for. So prep is king.
Now, I'm here in Seaside, but if I'm somewhere else in the United States, is there other Line-X's around that I can go to?
Yeah, absolutely. They're all over the place. So really the best thing is to go to the website, use the location finder to find a Line-X that's closest to you, and then contact them and talk to them about the project that you have and see if it's a great fit for you and that Line-X.
Great. Well, anyways, I know you got a lot of work yet to do on my van, so I'll let you get back at it.
Just a little.
So I'm just kind of walking around and looking. They're almost done prepping my vehicle. They got a couple more things yet to do on the doors, but it has just really amazed me the amount of man hours that it has gone into just making sure that the van is prepped so that I get the best looking paint job. So not only am I going to have a long lasting durable paint job, it's going to look really good just because of all the effort and detail they have taken to prepare the van for the paint.
Now the van is just about prepped, and the next step is to go get our product ready. We're gonna use these large industrial sprayers that's gonna take part A and part B, heat it up to 160 degrees, and spray it out of a really high pressure spray gun. Once we go in, we're gonna start throwing out some heavy passes. You're gonna see us do some texture, even everything out, make sure everything is nice and thick, nice and uniform, and then we're gonna follow it up with Line-X Extra. And Line-X Extra is gonna give it that UV stability to make sure that when Jason's driving down the road, he's never gonna have any concerns about UV exposure, fading, or anything like that.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. catch me howling at the moon.
All right, folks, well, we're all done. I couldn't be happier right now with the way the van looks. It's exactly what I imagined when I wanted Line-X to do my van. The color is perfect. It's spot on to what I wanted. I wanted a desert tan with black accents, and they even went the extra mile and did my hinges in black, which look absolutely amazing. And with my black bumpers, and I haven't got them put back on yet, but my black side steps and everything, and the rack, the van looks absolutely amazing, CC. I can't be more happy. Your crew did amazing.
Thank you. I'm excited that you're happy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I am stoked.
You know, it's been a long week, and every single project that we do is a little different. There's always little things to work out. Every Line-X technician out there has their process that they work through. And at the end of the day, the best thing that I can say is give Line-X a shot. Reach out to a local Line-X, and I think that you'll be excited as well. I really appreciate you for bringing your viewers along on this journey. It's really cool to have the behind-the-scenes stuff.
And as it is, guys, I'm so impressed with the process and happy with everything. I'm going to go the extra mile with the van. The bumpers and the side steps and everything were, applied or painted with a DIY product, and it's just not holding up. So I'm going to get those all sandblasted over the next couple weeks, and I'm going to bring those back here to CC so that they can get Line-X as well. And but yeah, anyways, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed following along the process. It was really an experience for me. You know, it was one thing to see the van sprayed, but I think what impressed me more was the detail and effort they put into the pre-prep of the van and making sure that it just came out so perfect. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, or if you have any questions, CC will probably follow the comments and try to get to some of the answers, and I'll follow along as well. But if you have any comments or questions about the process, leave those down in the comment section. Likes definitely help the video, and we'll catch you guys again outside.